Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I have a DT project to share with you guys. Um, did some crafting this weekend and I finally got some layouts done. Oh, and I also have a layout. Actually, it's a double page layout that I thought I made a video for and didn't, but we'll get to that one later. Um, Before I share my 12 by 12 layout with you guys, I just want to remind you that Diamond Dice is having their monthly secret card swap. You might want to go over to their Facebook page and check that out if you want to participate. I've been having so much fun with these card swaps. Um, it's just really nice to receive a card from, without expecting it out of nowhere, so to speak. Um, and to see what these lovely women create with these dies that they're buying. I am always inspired by others who create. So that's been kind of fun. And also, we still have our monthly Make It with Diamond Dice giveaway, which is still being hosted over at the Diamond Dice Facebook page, also on the Diamond Dice YouTube channel. So you want to maybe go on over and subscribe as well to the Diamond Dice YouTube channel so you can keep abreast of all the challenges and giveaways that we're having. Not only that, it also lets you know when there's a sale going on, and also lets you know when there are new releases for those new dice that are coming out. So go on over and check that out as well. So I have been busy playing with those dogwood flower dies. Um, I guess I should move this and share with you which dies those are. Now for the layout that I made, my main focus was on the newer dies that were just released, and that would be the Diamond Dice Nesting Oval set and the Diamond Dice Nesting Scallop Oval set, as well as the dogwood flowers. Now these four here on this side are the dogwood flowers. I did do a tutorial how to make these flowers on my channel already, in case you guys are interested. Also, Janice, who's another DT here on the Diamond Dice design team, her name is Cleaner Than Jan. She also did a wonderful tutorial that you guys can also follow. And I will leave a link to her channel in my description box as well. So you have two dogwood tutorials, guys, that you can follow along if you need help making those flowers. I thought I would be able to load up my poinsettia, not poinsettia, oh my lord, I'm still thinking about that layout, I forgot. The forget-me-not flowers. I did a project with them already. I just have to load up the tutorial for that one. That one will be next. I thought I was going to have time this weekend, but I didn't. It got really busy, and the weather is still um, pretty cold, and we had a little family emergency in the house. Yeah, this cold weather has been such a killer that it caused one of the pipes in our well to burst, and we wound up getting a backup in the basement. It was just a hot mess. It was just unbelievable. So anyways, everything is all good now. Everything is much better. So this is the layout. It's a 12 by 12 layout that I was working on, and if I'm not mistaken, these papers that I used for this and the cutouts I received from my dear sweet friend Marla H, that she had sent me in a rec a little bit ago. And then the papers are some of the papers that Dee gave us in our DT package a little bit ago. And I believe it's from Webster Pages, and it's Enchanted Garden or something like that. Um, I love the paper line so much so that I was holding on to it for special projects. And I thought this dogwood, using the dogwood flowers for this layout was just the ticket it needed. I also used for this project some of these Lindy's stamp sprays, or rather Lindy's, it says Lindy Stamp Gang, but oh yeah, it is called Lindy Stamp Gang. I'm so sorry. It is so early in the morning and I have not had my coffee yet. So I used the following sprays. I used Pretty in Pink, um, Alpine Rose, and Hari Patati Hot Pink. So let's get started. First, I started out with this sort of a coral cardstock from Basil, and then I also added this green cardstock here, and this one was from American Crafts. Then I used this Punch Around the Page, which is one of my favorite Punch Around the Pages that I have by Martha Stewart, and it's this one right here. And what I love, it makes the little holes. I don't know if you guys can see that. See those little holes? It makes those little holes for you. And this Punch Around the Page is called Cherish. So I did that, and I gave the layout a border. Then to that border, I added some pink bling. And I hope you guys can see that. Once I had that down, then I sprayed. I don't know if you guys can see all that spray there. I sprayed the whole entire layout. Now, I want to bring your attention over here to these flower clusters because there's a lot of stuff going on under there. The first thing I did to create this flower cluster was I stamped, and this stamp set, I believe I put the stamp set away, but I did show it in my card tutorial. It's by Scrapinology. Stampology, I'm sorry, not Scrapinology. That's Tina. Stampology stamp set by Autumn Leaves. And what I did was first I stamped out all those twigs and leaves. Then I took my Spooky Diamond Die tree, the spooky tree, and that's the one with the big branches that are spread out. What I did was I took that die and cut these branches out of chipboard. I don't know if you can see them there. I took the tree, I cut it out of chipboard, and then what I did was I took those pieces that I cut out and I colored them with Tim Holtz Distress Inks, the walnut stain. And I'm going to see if I find the, I didn't think I needed to pull the tree out, but I guess I should have, just so that, here, this might make it a little bit easier. I wanted something of a branch, but I wanted something a little bit substantial to hold the flowers. So this is the Diamond Die Spooky Tree die. What I did was I just cut this out of chipboard, and then I colored it in with my walnut stain Distress Inks by Tim Holtz. And then I cut them apart, and I made them to look like long branches. And that's what you see here and here, inside here and here. Can you see that? And that's where the sprays are at. Then, of course, I put my dogwood flowers that I made with my diamond dies scattered throughout. Then over here, I don't know if you can see these little balls here. These are stamens that I ordered, and I thought they looked pretty, part of the little fairy garden. So I put some of those throughout some of the next to the dogwood flowers. And I also have my little prima birds here and here. Then I have a little fairy. This is from the little cutouts that Marla had sent to me. I have one of my little fairies sitting on top of this little tree branch over here next to the flowers. Over here I have a little um, die cutout that says Fairy Princess. And here I have the title to the page. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I also cut this out with a Diamond Die's oval die. Now, this was part of a cutout. I didn't want the rest of the cutout, but I liked the sentiment. The sentiment I wanted as the title to my layout, which is "You are the closest I will ever come to magic." Love that. I didn't like the rest of it though, and it was square, and I couldn't really. I wanted to kind of complement my photo mat here. So what I did was I cut it out with my Diamond Die's oval die. Then I cut out some cardstock. I distressed everything again with walnut stain. And then I cut out in pink the scalloped oval just to give it a little bit more dimension. I do have that on foam tape to pop it up and give it a little bit more dimension. And then I added one of my dogwood flowers, the smallest one, on top of the sentiment just to give it a little juice. And then over here, this is another cutout that came with the that was part of this paper collection that Marla has sent me, and it says "A Moment to Remember," and that's where I'll do my journaling. I have some of these white little pearl hearts that I had in my stash that I have throughout. I have some of these little die cut leaves, and I have those in dark green and light green that I just kind of tucked underneath the flowers. Over here, I have a little Prima owl, and he got some of the stain on him. I didn't really want to color him in. I wanted to leave him like that. I don't know why, I just did. I have stickles all over. And then here I just added a few flat back pearls. I didn't want to put pearls all around the picture. I just didn't. I don't know why. I thought a few, not a lot. I did a lot of things that I don't usually do with this one, but I thought having the bling around the photo was more than enough. It just needed a little bit of green to take away from all that pink. Yeah, this twin is not too happy about the pink because she doesn't like pink. They did see the layout. They asked me not to show their photo because it is a picture of both of them. So I have these little posters. No, they follow me, guys, on YouTube. So yeah, I have to respect their wishes. So I did cover up the photo. But the reason I wanted to, I usually don't add my photos to my layouts when it comes up to my kids, unless, of course, they say, yeah, you can show that photo. They're teenagers now, and they kind of get crazy if I show a photo of theirs that they don't approve of. Oh, my hair wasn't done. Oh, that's not a good photo. I had a pimple on my nose, whatever. So that's why I do that. But the reason I wanted to share this one with a photo was so that you can see one of the benefits I love to having the nesting dies is that when you create your layout, and sometimes we choose these really odd shapes, what I love about having those dies is that you can cut out your photo to match your photo mats. And that is such a benefit to having those dies. That's really awesome because I don't think you can see it because of the bling and these post-it notes, but I actually cut out the photo with one of the oval dies. Then I cut out the outer pink cardstock that I used as my photo mat, which the bling is now covering. That's another layer. And then underneath that, and this is on foam dots as well. And then this, or rather the foam tape. And then over here I have the scalloped ovals, which is the last layer. Here I have another bunch of these dogwood flowers that I made, and again the tutorial for making these flowers are up. I love them because these dogwood flowers are really meant to be single layered flowers. They're really not, I mean, you can make any flower out of them, of course, But if you're going to make a dogwood flower, I love the fact that I don't have to cut out a lot of layers to create this flower. This flower looks so pretty all on its own. And it looks pretty if you layer them as well. But if you wanted a fast, simple flower that gives a lot of wow factor, that's this one. Because as you can see, it looks awesome by itself or layered. And here I have some more of those sprays, some more leaves. Here I have my Diamond Die's grass that I decided to use as a border on the bottom. And then I have some of the dogwood blossoms on the ground as well as some of the leaves so that it can look like it fell from the trees down onto the grass. And because I had this big mushroom in the as part of the background on this design paper, I decided to use some of the wood embellishments from Prima as well, of these little mushrooms, and I colored them all in using my distress inks, and then I popped them up behind the grass and behind my dogwood flowers. And here I have some more of those sprays. Here's some more of that, the Lindy sprays that I have sprayed all over. And then that's my photo of my two little angels. So guys, that's my layout. I had so much fun creating these flowers. And like I said, oh, I am so sorry. And then on all the flowers, for the other project that I did, I used glossy accents in the center of the dogwood flowers. Not for this one. For this one, I actually added stickles. And I don't know if you guys are picking up on that, but it really adds a super pretty touch to the flowers. And I also added stickles to the fairy. Because it's so light outside, I don't think you'll be able to see them that much right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's my layout. That's my DT project using my scalloped ovals, these scalloped ovals, the plain ovals, and they're both nesting sets, as well as my dogwood flowers. And of course, I also use my grass border and my spooky tree. But like I said, guys, go on over to Diamond Dies. Check out these amazing dies. This flower set die is a must-have if you love paper flowers, or if you've been looking for a simple flower, but you're a little intimidated by all the other flower sets. This dogwood flower set really is for you. It just couldn't be any simpler to make these awesome, beautiful flowers, and they are dimensional. And if you have the styluses, and you use them with your papers, you're not going to be disappointed at all. Also, I just want to remind you guys that you can still use my coupon code Thanks Laura for an additional 10% off your purchases. And all purchases of any dies that you pick up either today or in the future, if your purchase orders more than $35, you will receive free shipping. Now, that is both for U.S. and international customers. Don't forget about all the little events that are going over at the Diamond Die's Facebook page and also on the YouTube channel, guys. Please go on over and subscribe. Like them on Facebook, if you will, and come join us for some scrappy fun. I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you like this layout, and I will be announcing some giveaways pretty soon, so you want to stay tuned for that. Talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.